remember that, peripheral nervous system. The spinal cord and the brain are the central nervous system. All right? The spinal cord connects the brain to the peripheral nervous system. So if information is coming in from your left big toe, that information is traveling from the peripheral nervous system through your spinal cord to reach the brain. You cannot feel anything if your brain is not processing that information. So if the part of your brain, the parietal lobe that processes sensation, is damaged, I could be burning your skin and you wouldn't feel anything because it's the brain that puts that information together, right? The sensation is set by the receptors, but the brain puts that information together, right? So what happens here? If the connection between the brain and the rest of the body is lost, what things would you lose? What's the first thing? Sensation.
And pain.
All right? So the sensation of pain or pleasure. If somebody's tickling your feet and you happen to be paraplegic or quadriplegic, you're not going to feel it anymore. All right? Somebody's trying to, stab you in the legs and you're paraplegic or quadriplegic, you're not going to feel that anymore. Right? Because the brain can no longer process sensation. The brain also cannot do something in return, which is what? React. The brain sends messages down through the spinal cord to take care of what? Movement. It's voluntary movement. The brain tells you, I want to walk across the classroom or I want to walk back to my desk. If the brain cannot connect to the rest of the peripheral nervous system, that message does not get sent. So the connection here is the brain cannot receive information from the rest of the body, and it cannot send information down to the rest of the body because that spinal cord is ruined. All right. Now this depends on what part of the body is damaged. All right. So what part of the spinal cord? The higher up you go, the more the damage. Okay. So particularly in the neck area, breaking your back, or severing your spinal cord in these areas right here, is particularly dangerous in terms of paralysis. All right. Sometimes you can break your back and not sever your spinal cord. If you severed your spinal cord, though, there is no way to reconnect those parts. Even though they're trying some stuff with stem cell research to try and regenerate those parts of the body, but they haven't been too successful yet. All right, so this is the whole point about severing your spinal cord. Now remember, the term is sever. It's S-E-V-E-R, not severe. Severe means to be very strict and evil, all right? So, sever. What happens if you sever your spinal cord? Your brain loses connection with the rest of the body, all right? It loses sensations of pain and pleasure, and it loses its ability to control voluntary movement.